This is day one of not being a company man, I guess we could say. And we're taking you along on the journey. And Nate is being on camera, still referring to himself in the third person. I do not know why I keep doing that. I woke up feeling not very good. I didn't sleep very well, and I was not hungry for breakfast. So I did what anyone might do. I asked ChatGPT what to do about that. And it said, that is normal. You have spent up to 20 years in sort of a life system, and your body is saying, I don't feel safe. I have a very sensitive nervous system. I don't know. There are people in the world who are like that. I guess I am one of those people. Sometimes you wouldn't know it because I'm very cold and mean, but I do have a very sensitive nervous system. So, it said you need to try to wear something warm. It's actually very cold outside, so hence this sweater. And eat something light. And then I realized that yesterday when I had a cappuccino, it tasted very bad. And I remembered that you can tune your espresso settings, and it's a whole thing. So I have tuned my espresso settings. Maybe you can come along. This is so weird. Vlogging, blogging, whatever. This is my little breakfast. We're gonna try. These are my tuned espresso settings. Basically what you can do that I did not fully appreciate is you can change how much coffee, how much water, how hot it is, and how much grind. And these things make a big difference because well, you can Google it and figure that out. But the point is it changes the way everything tastes. So now we have our demo cups that we're trying to figure out. But if things are too bitter, is it too watery? Is it too, I don't know. So we basically got it to where, oddly enough, it tastes boring. Well, why is that a good thing? Because it means this is just a boring bean. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I need a boring bean. My life is a little bit too exciting at the moment. So, anyway, this is waking up. Day one, vignette. Is that what we should call these? Vignettes? Slices? These are going to be time slices for memory purposes. So when I'm 80 years old, I can be like, oh man, I remember, oh. But also, I have this horrible image in my head of I don't know, unemployment. It just has this horrible image. Greasy face, messy hair, messy house, pizza boxes, beer gut, I don't know. So, I guess this is the Nate version of that. Tuning the espresso maker. Oh, dear heavens. All right. Onward. Day one. After the structure has disappeared. Meryl Streep actually says that word really interestingly in August Osage County, the movie, and she's towards the end of the movie she's like, when everyone else is gone and disappeared, I'll be here. Sometimes I kind of felt that way working at my old company. So, when the structure disappears, what happens? Because I'm sure a lot of people have gone through this or are going through this, will go through this. And I haven't gone through this before, so I might as well share what it's like so we can all go through it together. So I didn't sleep very well, and I woke up and I wasn't hungry. And I also, when I woke up, I was like, I should get up, but I don't really have a reason to get up, do I? But I better get up because I have to rebuild my life. And so then I did what anyone might do, is went online and was asking, what do you do? And the advice that I read was really good. It was first of all, if you woke up and you were chipper and happy and wonderful, that would be a problem. Because that shows you are disassociating, you are not, what is going on? And I apologize for my voice. I think I'm getting sick, which of course you would get sick because perfect timing. So anyway, I'm okay. And then it was talking about, okay, your body, physical body. I sometimes think of my person as body, mind, and soul. 3 things that are combined, but they're also separate. So my body part of me doesn't really feel safe because it doesn't have structure, and it's sort of almost having a mini panic. And so it was you probably need to wrap yourself in something warm. You probably need to eat a small thing, not actually breakfast, but just something small. So I made an English muffin. And, treat this as if it's how do we remember that it's okay? And the brain part of me wants to make up stories about, all kinds of things. We could make up stories about the past, about how we did a good job, or how we didn't do a good enough job, or whatever. We could make up stories about now, about how I'm not doing enough, or, don't do too much, or something, give yourself some space. Or, I don't know, about the future and how this is all going to turn out, or whatever. And it's all just too much. So at the moment, I think it's nice to just take a minute and realize that on the first day, bodies are intelligent. We can notice what's going on and not force it or push it too hard. One other thing comes to mind is that every person who loses structure in their life, maybe somebody died, maybe they have any sort of a loss. That can be lots of different types of things that people lose. People, pets, homes, jobs, your favorite car, I don't know. the circumstances after that loss are always different. So sometimes you don't have time to, or a luxury to breathe. But some way, somehow, through the way the universe works, that time will have to happen. Like somehow, some way, your body will have to process what happened, figure it out. And taking the time to do that can, I think, be really helpful. So I don't really have a a delicious nugget of wisdom for you. What I do have is, this is honestly what it looks like when you're trying to go from a structured life to a less structured one, and this is the first day. And what I hope happens, we will see, is each day as we build, things change and grow. So we're on the journey together. Stand by. And don't forget to elevate every day.